As I recall, when we first did kind of the first batch of deduplication, we did 9 or 10,000 duplicates just within the first, run of the various tasks that we created. As far as the matching rules we're using, we have had to play with those a little bit to get them where we need to be. Email by itself, in terms of using that as a unique identifier, was not a completely viable option for us because of the necessary duplicate thing, where we have someone with an email address at a child account that also works or has some responsibility at the parent account. We need to maintain both of those contexts so we can log information in the right place. We use email as exact, first and last name match, and company name matches exactly would be one example of something we would do to be able to maintain that necessary duplicate in a parent-child relationship. Deduplication and surviving field value rules and the value of that. The best example I can give of that is our need for what I call necessary duplicates, where we have organizations that's a parent-child relationship and someone needs to exist in both places. So where a tool like RingLead will see that as a duplicate, and if you just allow it to run without having identified any surviving field value rules or master record rules or any of those things, you don't really have any control over which record survives. With these surviving field value rules, you can manage some of that. The other example I would give is our inactive contacts. So when we do know that someone has left an organization, we actually have a process where we mark them as inactive. If they get added back in for some reason with the same email address, we don't want to have an active record and an inactive record. We want to merge the two together. And using those surviving field value rules, the master record rules, we can say, okay, I only want the oldest record to survive, or I want the inactive record to be the remaining master record. We make sure that we're not adding back in records that are actually inactive.